Stop Cove Point! Stop Cove Point! Let's march. Let's go get them. God bless
you. Building this facility to liquefy and export fracked gas at Cove Point is an absolute nightmare for Maryland's emissions. Make no mistake, this facility will have greater life cycle emissions than the 4 biggest power plants in the state of Maryland combined. So when the Blackwater Wildlife Refuge on the Eastern Shore is already losing an acre a day to sea level rise, how could we possibly allow Dominion to dump more carbon into the atmosphere and play fast and loose with our future?
Hello. I'm Tracy Eno. I live in Calvert County. I live a mile and a half from Dominion's Cove Point plant. My wake-up call came on October 22nd when I attended a CCAN community meeting in my hometown. That's when I learned what Dominion wants to spend $3.8 billion to export liquid natural gas to Japan and India. I didn't learn it from Dominion, and I didn't learn it from our Calvert County commissioners, because they knew if the public really understood this project that we would oppose it. Dominion states that their emissions will be within state and federal guidelines. How is that possible? Because they're buying pollution credits elsewhere in order to exceed the limits and pollute more in Calvert County. Right now, there's no drilling in our state by executive order from our governor. Maryland's studying shale gas extraction to determine whether and how gas production can be accomplished without unacceptable risks to adverse impacts for the health, safety, and environment. That sounds good unless you live, like I do, in a place where Chevron wants to drill, or where Dominion Energy plans to liquefy frack gas and ship it overseas. United here today as one Maryland, I'm here to ask you to promise me that you'll never think of Garrett County or Calvert counties or any place where the shale gas industry wants to do its risky business as elsewhere. It's not elsewhere. We Marylanders need to engage our leaders at every level and tell them that the energy industry's plans for our state will do more harm than good.
Thank you. This is so exciting. This is just extraordinary on a weekday in the middle of the day. Some people have taken time off work, I know that. Well, guess what? Take off more time from work because your vacations could be used protesting as opposed to nursing somebody sick at home when this stuff goes through. It's a good use. So for those who don't know me, I'm from Love Canal, which is in Niagara Falls, New York. And I believed in our government. I believed they would not do something wrong. 20,000 tons of chemicals were in the center of my community, and they leaked out, and the government said yes. And the industry said yes, there's 20,000 tons of chemicals in your backyard, and yes, they leaked. And we said, we're sick. And they said, no, you're not. 20,000 tons, these are safe chemicals. They're absolutely safe. We believed if we showed them that we were sick, that Occidental Petroleum, major corporation, international, worldwide, made us sick, our government will do the right thing. And so we showed them. We did a health study and found 56% of our children, over half of the children born in our neighborhood, who were exposed to chemicals similar to the chemicals used in fracking, by the way. 56% of our children were born with birth defects. And we said we proved that we are sick. Over half of our children have 3 ears, double rows of teeth, extra fingers, extra toes, or were mentally retarded. And they said it was due to a random clustering of genetically defective people. My point is, there's a lot of people who have come before me today, and they've given you a lot of the hard facts, a lot of the information, and everything they say is true. I've been to Colorado, to Pennsylvania, to Wyoming, to places all across this country where they're doing fracking, where they're doing piping, where they're doing all the nasty. It's all true. I'm not going to tell you about facts. Facts will not win this fight. Facts will only be facts, and for every fact you bring up, they will bring up, yeah, woo! Every fact you bring up, they'll find another reason, which is not dominion, which is not fracking, which is not pipelines, which is not compressor stations, which is not this and not that. The facts cannot win this fight. For 35 years, I've been across the country doing these fights. For 35 years, ladies and gentlemen, we have won more than we've lost. And we've won them not because we played nice. Everybody who plays nice is not likely to win. Polite people get poisoned. People get polluted. Polite people lose. What we need to do is be in their face. It is people united who will not be defeated. It is not the facts. Mike told you to get in your smartphone and do a tweet to O'Malley. Well, don't do that. Don't just do that here. Every time your wife makes you angry, tweet O'Malley. Every time your husband makes you angry, tweet O'Malley. Every time your teacher makes you angry or you think there's too much homework, tweet somebody. Don't kick the dog. Don't yell at the wife. Don't yell at the husband or the partner. We need to turn the heat up. It's been too quiet. And today is an extraordinary example of turning the heat up, but this is not enough. This is the beginning. Every single day you get up in the morning and you brush your teeth, wash your face, tweet O'Malley. When you go to bed at night, whatever your ritual is before you go to bed at night, don't forget O'Malley. Don't forget your legislators. Don't forget your local government people. The only way this is going to change is when they hear millions and millions and millions and millions of voices. And when you do that, you will win. So what I've learned in 35 years is the facts are critically important. The environmental studies are critically important. But if we're going to win this fight, and I truly believe we're going to win this fight, we need to stand together and we need to email, tweet, take your vacation days to the next rally, take your relatives with you, have a picnic in the park, and tweet O'Malley, tweet whoever you can think. Make it happen. People united will never be defeated. I've seen it, I've experienced it, so let's all join together. People united will never be defeated. The people united will never be defeated. They gotta hear you 3 blocks away. Will never be defeated. The people united will never be defeated. Thank you.
Thank you, Lois. Thank you, everyone. everybody.